Hi and welcome to Dragon Age Origins. I'm LewisLightning. So we just got to Redcliffe in the last part. We'll try across this bridge where Thomas is.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Pretty sick.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next. I should take you to Bann Teagan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you. He's just over there in the Chantry. Please, come.
So it looks like this is going to lead us down to the town. Yep. Another cutscene. Now, there was something I was going to mention. I can't remember for the life of me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Teagan, Bann of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl. You're a rather unusual group, to say the least. Can I ask who you are and why you've come?
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm here to speak to Earl.
A Grey Warden? I thought you all died along with my nephew. At least that is what Logain would have us believe.
You don't believe Logain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Logain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. There is a Grey Warden who goes by the name of Alistair. Does he yet live?
He lives. He travels with me, in fact.
He does? Finally, some good news amidst all the bad. Thank you. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Logain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. I'm asking you, please, help us. Help Eamon.
First, I have questions.
By all means.
Isn't there a way in the castle?
The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village.
Why don't you evacuate the village?
I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead.
What happens after tonight?
Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble.
I've heard enough.
Then you will help us?
Very well, I'll help you.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing to gain. It is a fool's errand.
What would you have us do instead?
Leave. The plan was never to come and defend this village.
If there's a chance to rescue the Arl, we have to try.
Perhaps.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the Chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I'll tell you about yourself.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Thus, I'd like to know something about you.
I suppose that's not too much to ask. I did not mean to be brusque.
What do we do if Earl Eamon's dead?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl, and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Why have you stayed?
After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bann gear up to battle Loghain, while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redcliffe is on its own.
Are you a skilled warrior?
Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself.
Just get back to the matter at hand.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
You have some of the knights here?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Why are you in the Chantry?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do you more men in here with you? Should things go amiss?
Should the monsters find their way in. I would prefer not to fight in the Chantry, but if they come, then so must it be. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, spirits possessing the dead. There could be several causes behind such a thing, none of them pleasant.
Let's get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
So, you could see there that Sten was a little bit unhappy with coming here, and they actually asked about, what's his name? Alistair. So I'm going to try and switch when I get the chance to Alistair instead of Sten. There's Jeddah. She was one of the people we had a quest for.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
Husband and son are... Well, I have something from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh, no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Completed that quest. Caitlin here has something it looks like.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
I can't believe you'd say such a thing. Have you no heart at all?
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for him?
I went to her house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
She looks a lot like Liliana, if you ask me.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died.
I'm too old to
He
fight.
doesn't have anything to say to me.
It's frustrating to stand in here.
Some, the
I'm
book.
scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
Who's Arenia?
Good day.
Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
So we talked to Teagan. We could talk to him again, but probably doesn't have any new information
Let
or
us pray.
nothing we can't figure out later. Mother Hannah.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Can't stand by when monsters attack the
Not many in
village.
these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a man of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this Chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the Chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the Chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Bann Teagan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Like your blessing.
Of course, child.
The second blessing I get.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return.
Liliana's the one
Blessed
that
is the
bows down.
prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Let's see if I can find something else around here. Child.
Give me a sword. I want to help fight.
And a pile of books. So we'll go head back out, see if we can do anything out there. And usually you can switch your party, but maybe I'm not in the right area. Maybe I'm forgetting something. But I'm going to switch out for Alistair. You know, substituting Sten for him anyway. Or substituting Alistair for Sten. Hopefully I can do that outside here. Come on. Alright. Now, oh, they don't have him here.
Walking corpses.
Oh,
Do you
someone's
think
talking.
Something in the water?
Nope. Militia.
It's not just Redcliffe having trouble, is it? I've heard the news.
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Well, sure, they take the dead and they, you know...
I don't want to think about that.
Oh yeah, that leads up.
Last night after all.
We had Sir Perth and the mayor to talk to.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
I'll see what Murdoch wants.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Sure you didn't hear we killed the king?
Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing. Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village. providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have good faith, man. We can defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here,
voice is like
and
he's
they
changing
tell
a
me
bit.
you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
No one else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about him.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Let's see if we can discuss anything
Shouldn't you
else.
be trying to reason with Owen?
I guess I just go talk to him.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Alright, so we got some things to do here. We'll search around the village and try to get something done in the next part. But if you've enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll save here, and I'll see you in the next part. Thanks, bye.